Says Yunus is rushing to embrace Pakistan and Lauds India in the same breath. Former Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has launched yet another sharp attack on the interim chief advisor Muhammad Yunus, accusing him of pushing the country into instability and seeking proximity with Pakistan for political gain and legitimacy. In an exclusive interview with News 18 India, Hasina alleged that Yunus lacks both, one, the mandate and the experience to conduct diplomacy, and has also claimed that his outreach to Pakistan reflects desperation rather than strategic foresight. She also expressed appreciation for India's patience, arguing that Dhaka-New Delhi ties have suffered immensely due to what she described as a temporary and illegitimate interlude in Bangladesh's governance. According to Hasina, Yunus's actions have only alarmed Bangladeshis at home and have drawn criticism from international bodies, even as his government faces resignations and growing dissent. For more on this, we have with us Siddhant Mishra. Now, Siddhant, of course, another sharp attack by former Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina against Muhammad Yunus there. What can you tell us?
Well, that's right. In fact, some very important questions have been asked to the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina about the free and fair elections in Bangladesh and her staying in India. So Sheikh Hasina has to say that the violence we're witnessing today, the targeting of minorities, the attacks on women, the attempts to erase our liberation history are disturbing echoes of 1971. In fact, Hasina also says in an interview that I have no doubt that our relationship with India can withstand the silliness of the Yunus interlude, which will be temporary. India is not just a strategic partner, it is a friend with whom we share cultural histories and 4,000-kilometer border. Hasina also says that this is a political assassination dressed in judicial robes. The so-called International Crimes Tribunal is neither international nor impartial, as numerous respected foreign jurists have pointed out. Its verdicts were engineered by my political opponents. To return to Dhaka under the Yunus regime would obviously not be safe for me. In fact, she also expressed her gratefulness to the people of India for welcoming her, and she says that I never wanted to leave my home, but remaining would have risked violence not only against me, but against those trying to protect me. In fact, she also says in an interview, the international community, Human Rights Watch, the UN High Commissioner, Amnesty International have all condemned these proceedings, the recent proceedings at the International Criminal Court. My path to justice depends on Bangladesh returning to constitutional governance and the rule of law. So, definitely in this interview, Sheikh Hasina is questioning the law and order situation in Bangladesh, how the extremist forces have taken over the narrative in Bangladesh, how she was forced to leave the country, and she has also not shown faith in the upcoming polls. She says that these upcoming polls are not free and fair if Awami League will not be allowed to participate.
Absolutely, Siddhant. I also wanted to ask you what your assessment is of the significance of these statements that she's made in light of course, what we are seeing between New Delhi and Dhaka. We've seen relations between the two plummet, and we have also seen that India has temporarily shut its visa application centers. In light of all that is happening and this statement coming out, what do you think are going to be the practical implications? Do you think perhaps Muhammad Yunus will be, maybe by the intervention of the international community, forced to course correct?
Well, look, what is happening in Bangladesh right now is that on the name of students' movement, on the name of people's voice, Islamist forces have taken over the entire narrative. And, there are many shades of this narrative. One shade is anti-India, anti-Hasina. The other shade is bashing the Awami League, etc., etc. Now, as far as the Yunus government is concerned, Chief Advisor Yunus perhaps has always been seen as somebody, technocratic, progressive mindset. But the fact is that the Islamist forces are getting powerful in Bangladesh with each passing day. In fact, what unfolded outside the Indian High Commission yesterday, only 1 kilometer away from the Indian High Commission, the gatherings there raised anti-India slogans, provocative speeches were made. Yesterday, India had to shut the visa operations at the High Commission. Today, we are getting to know that at two other places, the visa services have been suspended. So this is all because Indian diplomats are being threatened in Bangladesh. The groups are threatening Indian diplomats, Indian diplomatic buildings. So situation is really concerning and alarming, and that is exactly what Sheikh Hasina has said in this interview. Deliberate attempts have been made in the past to erase the glorious
All right.
history of
All
Bangladesh,
right.
the 19th victory.